What if you're not a keto? Is it still amazing?
Yes. 100%. Like, this does not, you don't even have to tell people that this is keto. You just feed people this, and they're going to be like, thank you. All right.
There you go. Hi, guys. You ready?
I think we're ready. I think we're ready. All right, so hit it. Everybody, welcome back to Keto Wizards.
I'm Megan.
I'm Brian. And today we are going to make a chili, a beautiful chili. It's going to be a smoked chili because we know that we like to smoke meat around here.
Yes.
Right? Okay, good. So we've got some chuck. Thanks, Chuck. Appreciate you, buddy. So anyways, we've got some chuck roast. We've got 6 pounds of chuck roast that we're going to put out on the smoker today. And we also have all these wonderful looking vegetables here. Right?
I like the idea of chili since it's October.
It is October. It's a little bit of a spooky time of year.
It is spooky. You know what's not spooky?
Liking and subscribing our channel.
Definitely. So go down there and do that really quick. And we're going to show you the best smoked chili to enjoy during the cool weather that most of the country's enjoying.
Right. Just not here. It's been like 100.
It's still 100.
For like 145 days now. So yeah, you guys that are in part of the country that are enjoying, snow right now.
This will be delicious. And we're going to top our chili.
Yes, we're going to make a butternut squash that is going to be tossed in a maple butter bourbon glaze.
It sounds delicious.
Does that sound good?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what is our first steps for our chili?
All right, so to get started, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to prep some of the veg that we got here. And we're going to want to go ahead and peel tomatoes. And you might think, well, peeling potatoes is really kind of difficult. It's not an easy thing to do. But
I don't like them.
we actually have a pretty quick and easy method to do it.
Okay.
So what we're going to do,
quick and easy method?
yeah, so we're going to actually blanch the tomatoes real quickly in some boiling water. Okay. And then they're going to go into an ice bath. And that peel is just going to come right off, right?
Okay.
And so one of the things that we're going to do before we actually put them into the boiling water is we're going to score the back of them,
okay,
so that the water can kind of penetrate inside there.
Okay, so we're going to make...
And what you're going to do is you're going to take that very sharp knife right there.
Okay.
Okay, and you're just going to draw a little X right there. Oh, yeah, that's probably a little...
Oh.
That's a little too deep. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
All right.
Look good?
That looks really good.
Okay. Then just put it in the water.
Yeah.
Okay. And we have some water.
All right, so we have a slotted spoon and we got our tomato. We're just gonna lower it right into the boiling water. And it's just gonna go in there for about 30 seconds or so. And you'll see the skin will start to peel back just a little bit. And then once that's done, we're gonna pop it into an ice bath.
Yeah.
And we're gonna cool it off so we can handle it. And then that peel will just come right off. So we see how the peel's coming up a little bit right there?
Yeah.
So go ahead and fish that little guy out of there.
Oh, that didn't take very long.
Nope. Just pop them right into that ice bath.
Well, we'll do that with the rest of our tomatoes.
All right, so to peel these real easily after they've sat in here for 45 seconds to a minute, it's perfectly fine. You can see that that peel just comes right off. Perfect. Just put it in our bowl. Move on to the next one.
That looks so much easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's a real simple process.
Oh, I can see how you don't need to go very deep. Just kind of like cut into the tomato.
Yeah, you're just looking to really just break the skin. All right, so we have the tomatoes have now been beautifully peeled and they're ready. What are they ready for? What are we gonna do with all this stuff?
I have no idea what I'm going to do with this stuff.
So we are going to roast these vegetables out on the grill, right?
Ooh.
And yeah, we're gonna develop some nice, good flavor out of all of these. We're gonna draw some sweetness out of the tomatoes and the onions. We're gonna develop all the flavors in those chilies, right?
And add a little smokiness to
and
our
add a little
smoked chili.
smokiness to our smoked chili, right? We want to build those layers of flavor. So yeah, that's absolutely what we're going to do.
Okay, so we're just gonna actually just put these on like whole like this.
Yep. No reason to really break them down from this point, which is what super easy, right? You don't have to cut them all up.
I like easy.
Yeah, easy's good. All right, so we're going to throw these on a tray, and we're going to maybe get a little bit of oil on them, sprinkle a little bit of salt on them, because we have to season our food, right? And we're gonna get them out on the smoker, and then we're gonna move on to prepping the meat, which is gonna be super simple as well.
Yes.
All right, let's get her done.
Get her done.
Okay, so we have our vegetables that we put a little bit of oil and salt on there, and we've got them on the grill. We are sitting at about 400 degrees, and we're just going to let this sit out here and roast. Probably about 30 to 45 minutes maybe should be all it really needs. All right? So as you can see, we now have the chuck roast, right? We've got our vegetables are out on the grill, and they're beginning their wonderful roasting process. And so now we're just gonna simply prep our chuck roast.
Okay, what are we gonna do with this chuck roast?
All right, so what we're gonna do with this chuck roast is we're going to rub a little bit of lime on this meat.
Okay.
Okay. And then we're gonna sprinkle some salt and pepper on there, right? And I got some salt and pepper already mixed up. It's just 50% salt and 50% pepper.
S&P 50.
That's right. Yeah, the S&P 50. All right. So yeah, limes. I just got a couple limes cut up here, and I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit of lime juice right on top, and then just kind of.
So is this just to kind of help the salt and pepper kind of stick?
It's gonna help the salt and pepper stick to the meat, exactly, and the citric acid in the lime is also going to penetrate that meat a little bit. It's gonna give it a little bit of, southwestern lime chili kind of flavor, which we tend to really gravitate towards around here.
It brightens the meat.
That's a good quality word. Definitely does that. And then I'm gonna reserve the rest of my limes that are actually gonna go into the chili. I don't need to use them all right now. So that's basically that. All right, and we'll just go ahead and sprinkle some salt and pepper on here.
And it's just sprinkling, you're not gonna actually rub it.
Nah.
Okay.
Nope, no need to. And it doesn't have to be, super coated or anything either. We're just looking at first layer of seasoning. That's all we're doing.
So it'll be more layers.
Well, there's always layers. It's like onions.
It's like the inception of beef. Layers.
All right, so we're gonna go throw these on the grill as soon as, we're gonna let this kind of sit, hang out for just a minute and let that citric acid begin to activate on that meat. And then we'll get it out on the grill.
About how long are we gonna let it sit?
5-10 minutes,
Okay.
that ought to work.
Sounds good.
All right. Cool. So we are back at the grill. Going to put the meat onto the grill. It is smoking hot, as you can see. Our beautiful veggies getting happy in here. All right, so we're gonna let that hang out on the grill, and gonna get some good flavor developed on the chuck roast and the vegetables, and then leave the chuck roast on the hot grill for about 40-45 minutes. I'm gonna get some good color on there, gonna sear it up really well, and then we're going to cut it up and it's gonna get stewed with all these wonderful smoked veggies. Cool. See you around. Somebody call the fire department. Woo! All right. So, man, you want to grab those vegetables?
Yeah.
Hot veg coming through.
Those veggies smell really good. Got a smoking onion there. A blooming onion.
Cool. All right, so as you guys can see here, we have pulled all of the components to our chili off of the grill.
Oh,
right?
It smells so good.
It does. It does smell so good.
The
So
peppers
good.
and the onion.
Mm-hmm.
And the steak. I'm fine with steak.
Right. So yeah, everything looks fantastic. It's pretty much just the way that I think we want it. And so we're gonna let it just kind of hang out here for a minute. Just want it to cool down so that I can handle it, and we'll get it, cut up, processed up a little bit, and we're gonna
cut up the meat.
We're gonna cut up the meat into nice bite-sized pieces, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
All right. So one of the things that we're gonna do with our spices and chili, right?
Yes.
Chili should be, in my opinion, chili shouldn't be very chili. It should actually be kind of spicy.
Well, that's the beauty of chili is that heat warms you up when it's a chilly night.
Ah, yeah, good point. I like that. Oh God. Spices.
Spices.
Do you like your chili hot?
I like it hot.
I've heard some like it hot. That was pretty damn good. Come on.
And some men prefer blondes.
Yeah. Yeah. Good movie. Good movie.
All right.
All right.
What do we got?
So what we've got here with our spice blend that we're gonna put together for our chili is we have some salt and pepper. I got about 1/8 of a cup of each salt and pepper in there.
Okay.
Right. And
Put that in.
yep, go ahead and you can dump that in there. Right on.
Right on.
So we have some chipotle pepper.
Chipotle pepper.
Chipotle
How
pepper.
much
We
is
got
it?
2 tablespoons of chipotle pepper.
2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons. Give it some nice smoky heat. And then next, have some Hatch chili powder.
Okay. Awesome.
Right? Hatch chilies from
It's red.
New Mexico. I know, it's crazy.
Well, chipotle is made out of jalapenos, which are also green.
Right? Okay,
What
and
else?
we also have some ancho chili powder. Right? We have a tablespoon of that as well. And then kicking up the heat, lastly, we have, what do you think that is?
Oh, is that Pasilia?
Pasilia pepper, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Definitely got a nice smoky,
It's very smoky.
Very
It's almost
smoky,
a little
right?
more smoky than chipotle.
right. Yep. And then the last thing we're gonna dump in here is just, well, it's one of those touches that you throw into chili that is usually like, it's unexpected. Kind of comes out of nowhere. But it's one of those things also where you find it a lot in cooking, especially like south of the border with,
What is it?
it's chocolate.
You mean this is cocoa powder?
This is cocoa powder, right? So we're gonna add some cocoa powder in
It'd be
here.
like, when you have a Mexican hot cocoa,
Right.
you have a spicy hot
Right.
cocoa or a mole.
Or mole, right?
Mole.
So we're gonna add just a little bit of that, just add a lot of depth of flavor to our chili.
I think cocoa tends to bring the smokiness out and kind of lets your mouth experience it a little more than.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
All right, so we're just
So
gonna
that's all mixed up.
put the lid on it. Give it a little love tap. Smells good.
Yeah. Ooh.
All right, so that is basically the spice mixture that we're going to use in our chili. And then it'll just sit out on the smoker and get yummy and delicious. All right, so we are back with our veg, and we're getting ready to process them, right?
Okay, we're gonna chop them up, put them in the food processor, and puree them into a delicious chili broth.
That sounds like a delicious option to me.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. We're back. We did it. Vegetables blended, just like Zoom.
Yeah, here it filled up.
It did. It did. It filled it all up. So let's take the lid off here. Give it that.
It looks like salsa.
It does. It looks a lot like salsa.
I mean, isn't it salsa with tomatoes and chilies and garlic? And
It is absolutely 100% salsa. Yes.
so we could get a chicharron.
You could definitely get a chicharron to do that. Yeah, that would be really, really good.
Yeah, but what are we actually gonna do with it?
So what we're actually going to do is we're going to add it to our chuck roast, and we're going to turn it into a beautiful chili,
Okay,
right?
fabulous.
And yeah, so
We're gonna chop up the chuck roast.
we're going to chop up the chuck roast and get it all into a cast iron,
Dutch oven.
yes, cast iron Dutch oven, and then we're going to put it back out on the smoker, right?
Are we gonna smoke the chili? Smoke the chili. We're gonna smoke the chili. Smoke the chili. Smoke the chili.
Absolutely smoke the chili. Okay.
All right.
All right, so we got a chuck roast, and we are going to cut it up into nice small bite-sized pieces. yeah.
Bite-sized pieces.
Absolutely.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right, ready? All right, fellow keto wizards, are you ready to compile this beautiful recipe for our chili?
Yes. Let's do it. All right. What do we got left?
So we have our meat that's been cut up into bite-sized pieces. Some people have bigger mouths, so they get bigger bite sizes. We have our chili and other vegetables that have been pureed, right? We have a little bit of bone broth. We're using chicken broth today. You could also use, obviously, beef broth
or vegetable.
or vegetable,
Whatever
right?
you prefer.
And we have our spice blend with some cumin, because
What's
we have to
chili
have
without
cumin,
cumin?
right?
You
Exactly.
need cumin. So we have about an eighth of a cup.
About an eighth of a cup of cumin that
Okay.
we're going to add to that as well. And we have, of course, our fresh limes that we're going to squeeze a little bit of extra lime juice in there, give it a little bit of acidity, and just kind of kick up the flavors a little bit.
Well, let's mix this all together.
All right, so first I think we'll put in chicken broth,
Spices?
throw in some spices, and then toss in probably just the whole thing, right?
Well, yeah. Why not? Spicy.
All right, we're going to top it with a little bit of water.
Cumin.
Cumin, go right in.
Our chili.
Yep, and then we're going to stuff it full of chili.
Here we go. Oh, look at mess.
Sorry, we'll get a clean crew.
Get the interns.
I think it's all going to fit.
It might all fit. It might all fit. Huzzah! And our limes. So that nice and stirred.
I'm just going to toss chili juice everywhere. Mind me.
And then once we get this all stirred up, it's going on the smoker.
Yeah, I'm going to put it out there on the smoker about 300 degrees, 280, 300, somewhere around there. And just going to let it simmer for, honestly, you could let this simmer for a very, very long time. It's just going to get yummier and yummier and yummier. I'm pretty sure that chili is going to be a reoccurring theme. We like chili.
Chili, chili, chili.
Chili, chili. I think we've been throwing the chili chili sign since what, probably 12 years? Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Almost, yeah.
Chili chili. All right, so there you have it. Here is that beautiful, robust, dark-looking chili, and we're going to very carefully try to get this out onto the smoker without spilling it everywhere. Although the dogs will probably be happy with that. So.
Watch out there, Brian. Watch your step.
We've got our chili.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, let's put the pan down there. So we decided that we're going to put this on top of a pan just so that we don't, if anything spills over, you know, keeps our grill nice and clean. And so there we go, chili on the smoker. We are set at 300 degrees, and we're going to let that chill out in here for probably 2.5 hours, maybe.
Sounds good. Okay, so I'm really excited about this. This is going to be the next part of our chili.
Yes, absolutely. And so we're gonna have a little bit of butternut squash to go with the chili.
Okay.
Just as a little bit, kind of like a side topper kind of a thing.
A garnish.
A garnish, yes, a garnish for our chili.
Yeah.
Excellent. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually create a glaze to go on, and then we're going to roast them off in the oven. Mm-hmm. And it's gonna be wonderful and beautiful.
All right, what do we got here?
So, right here we have a stick of butter, right? We have
the
grass-fed,
beautiful Kerrygold.
Kerrygold.
Yes.
It is
Unsalted.
Unsalted. We're going to add our own salt, of course, right? And we have a little bit of maple syrup sweetener. Definitely make sure you get a keto approved version.
Sugar-free. So
Sugar-free.
We're using the Lakanto monk fruit.
Correct.
one.
Yep. And then we are also going to use a little bit of Swerve brown sugar substitute, and that's going to go in here as well. And
What about that?
yeah.
What's this right here? What do we got?
This is bourbon, and so that is going to give us some really wonderful flavors, right?
Okay.
It smells good, and we have just an ounce of bourbon because
Okay. So basically a shot.
just a shot
Okay.
of bourbon makes the party happy. We're just going to kind of whisk this all up a little bit, start getting that brown sugar to kind of dissolve down.
So we know usually when we're cooking with alcohol usually tends to cook out and just leaves the flavor behind. But if somebody was just not tolerant of the bourbon, can you omit it?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely admit it. No problem at all.
But that is looking like a buttery
And
sugar
then-
glaze there.
Yeah.
Try that out.
We're going to add just a hint of salt. Kind of like salted caramel almost, right?
Yeah.
And a little bit of
So savory and sweet on our butternut squash.
All right, so I think that's all mixed up.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and pour that over there. Probably got about 1 full squash,
Just go with
just diced up.
Yes.
Just want to give that a quick toss. All right, and we're gonna put it in the oven. And what is our oven set to?
We have it set at 350.
350.
And we've got a roasting pan that we lined with foil and oiled up because
We don't want it to stick,
it'll probably stick.
right?
But-
Good chance it'll do that. But if it does stick, the good part is that you get to peel off all of those nice little sticky caramelized parts
Yeah.
and just eat them, and nobody else gets those.
Butternut candy.
Butternut squash candy, yeah. Why not?
Goodness.
I'm gonna make a mess. All right, into the oven it goes.
All right.
Check it. All right, so we are back in front of the grill, and you can see our chili is doing very, very well. It is just sitting here, just at a light simmer. We have some beautiful, beautiful colors going on here. Starting to caramelize some of that meat. Just gonna mix it all back in there.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So we're going to expose some of the stuff that hasn't been caramelized yet. Get that on top. Let that get a little bit of flavor. It's going to draw more and more smoke into this beautiful pot of chili. That is looking freaking beautiful, right? I mean, all of my friends in Texas are jealous right now because they wish they were eating this.
That's right.
All right, so we are back with our butternut squash
That we
caramelized, and
it looks really good, and it smells
fantastic.
really good. It smells like a butterscotch.
It does definitely smell like butterscotch,
And I want to really try some of that before we throw it on the chili.
yeah, I think it'd be a great idea.
Can we do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Why
Okay.
not? All right, I'm gonna take
like some crispy.
a couple of crispy little pieces right here. Okay, so you guys are gonna think I'm lying, but tell me where I'm wrong. Does that not remind you of just like that burnt marshmallow? Right?
It tastes like a caramelized burnt marshmallow, but it's
better.
It's better. Like
better.
I don't know. I love marshmallows. I really do. But I could eat all of those right now.
Yeah, that's really good.
I can't
really
wait
good.
to put that on the chili.
Okay, so here we have our beautiful chili that we just took off of the smoker, and I'm thinking that we smoked it for about 3 hours. Yeah, it was just a 3 hour tour.
A 3 hour tour.
Right, so we're just gonna put some in a bowl, and then we're gonna taste it.
Can you smell that? You smell like how smoky and beefy
Yeah.
that is. And
like
the cumin's coming
the
out.
cumin is definitely there, and you get the beautiful aroma of all those chilies. Just really kind of pops.
That is a bowl. It looks so pretty. Let's try this. I gotta get
A little bit of squash,
and a little bit of
meat.
and a little bit of meat.
All right. This looks just absolutely fabulous. It's a good shot.
That has got some heat, but the squash like mellows it out. Like, it's silky.
Silky. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the squash like kind of coats the meat a little bit and just like, oh, wow. Good chili, man.
I try. I love my chili.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna finish eating this. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea. Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe and like. Hit the
Hit the notification button and share it with all your friends.
Yeah, share
We'd
it.
appreciate that actually.
This is amazing keto food. Like, go in there, dig in, have fun.
Weird. Just kind of creepy.
I'll just keep doing this till one of them works. You're gonna edit this part, right?
No, this is going in the whole way. This is going to be like, want to get some doo-wop music going into the beginning? We're just gonna be